Welcome to the first time in kitchen. So today I will try and to make the short rib stew. And so I'm using my new kitchen equipment. So it's quite small, but I thought it's quite good for one or even for two people. Just enough. So I bought some short ribs from a shop. You will need shallots, garlic. So you will need 125 grams of banana shallots. You need 25 grams of ginger, 1 red chilli, fat cloves of garlic, 50 grams stalks from the coriander, seeds from 3 cardamom pod, 3/4 of teaspoon ground turmeric, same amount of cinnamon. I can use beef dipping or table oil, so I will use 15 milligrams of oil, tomato puree, and as well you will need hot water from just boiled kettle, and a teaspoon of sea salt flakes or sea salt. And at the end, if you want, they say you can use maple syrup, but it's at the end. So let's do. So first I think I will prepare all the stuff. So peel shallots and cut them in pieces. So I will use this kind of hand blender and I will see how it goes. I'm kind of too lazy to take my proper food processor. So now I will take 4 cloves of garlic. Another things I need to do is preheat my oven to a 150 or 130 with a fan. So now ginger. So yes, it just said to cut like this. So 3 seeds from cardamom pods, from 3 cardamom pods. So then 3/4 of ground cinnamon. So we'll do it more or less by eye. So the same 1 tablespoon of sea salt flakes. So I'm using sea salt flakes. And 3/4 of ground turmeric. So now I need 50 grams of coriander stalks. So I assume it's not leaves. I will use some leaves. And just chop. And the last is chilli. So I take the seeds out. I will try to blend everything into the paste. I hope I will not need to use my proper blender. So the next thing so my paste is ready. As well, I will try to see what are the size of my lips. Wow, it's quite big. I Okay, we will fit. So now on a medium heat, I put 15 milliliters of oil. Well, I don't really measure it. I just will put 2 tablespoons, teaspoons, maybe slightly more of oil. So now I will put my paste. And cook it like for 5 minutes, stirring time after time. my recipe we use tomato puree. I have tomato concentrate, so I'm using like the same amount, like 30 milliliters of tomato, and as well just cook for another minute and mix everything well. So in a recipe it says to put 300 milliliters of boiled water, but I will try to do it with first half because can add extra because I'm not sure, because my casserole is very small, and if I put the ribs it can be too much. And mix very well everything. Maybe I can add. So I add like 210, because mine is, so in the recipe it says 20 centimeters diameter and mine is like 17, so mine is slightly smaller. Okay. So as well it says to put bones up, but I cannot put it, doesn't fit, so I put on a side. And yeah, I think it's just enough of split it up. And now I will take a baking paper with take out of the heat. Kettle. Might be too big. And just press slightly and we'll cut and put so ready and put to the oven. And thought I will have to see. I did a mistake. We said put the boiling bubble and then just put the parchment into the oven well. And so cooked for 3 hours. So it's 3 hours past. Let's switch it off and take it out. I don't know what will happen here. So what you have to do, you take out the lid and take out the meat, the paper. And now the next step is just to let it cool down and put in a fridge for at least for 3 hours, and then to put back to oven for 45 minutes to 200 or 180 degrees and cook, and just before the serving. And I think, and you can so what I will do, because I don't really want to eat meat today because I have to finish fish, so I will keep it over for tomorrow so it can stay for a few days, and then you just reheat it just before the cooking. So yeah, so my short rib stayed for over a day in the fridge, and as you can see there is some yellowish fat that I need to take it off. So I took my meat like an hour or so before, just to kind of get to the room temperature. As well, I am preheating my oven to 180 for the fan and 200 with no fan. So in a recipe it didn't say should I put a warm water, so I have a little bit like a room temperature, so I added. And just try. So the next thing, so when its meat is ready, cover with the water. So you need another parchment. It's a baking paper, so as well doing this. Cover it well, like to make sure that it's buzzing. Right. And put the lid on. And now I will just put this off. And my oven is ready, and um, and I'm putting for 45 minutes. So my potatoes is almost ready to make a mash, and I will check how my meat is doing. Oh, I think it's fine because it said like all 45 minutes or until it's like popping hot, and it looks like popping hot. Okay, it's kind of a mess. So the next thing is to take the meat out. Right? And to heat up for a few minutes the sauce. And I have some meat. Well, it's not really falling. Well, falling from the bone, I could say. Just nicely. We'll put it on my mash. I think I will leave to bubble a little I'm so hungry that I want already some of these. Joy. So yeah, so that is short ribs with some nice, smelling really nicely sauce.